you are always surrounded by people, or you're always jumping from relationship to relationship, and you never have time alone, you're always with friends, you're always with family, you're always with your boyfriend or girlfriend, you're always with someone, it's time to be alone. Alright guys, today is day 15. Today I want to talk about, I haven't talked about yet why I decided to come here in the first place. So why did I come here? Why New Zealand? Why the 17-hour flight? Why am I here? Alright, get ready guys. Get your popcorn, get excited, because I'm about to drop all the tea right now. So let's rewind to October, close to my birthday when I turned 23. So I decided this about 3 months ago. So around my birthday time, I was really feeling not happy with my everyday. I'm just like, it felt very repetitive, like I'm doing the same thing every day, I'm working all the time. From high school, I took, I think, a gap year. Like I was just kind of traveling with my mom at that time. And then I went to college. And then after that, I just started working again. I felt like I was working so much, like all of my time was dedicated to work. Like as soon as I wake up, usually I'll work out, then eat breakfast, read the Bible, then I'll work the rest of the day. And that was my day. And then just redo the same thing in the morning. And then I'm like, it started feeling like that love for videography started leaving, honestly. Like I'm doing what I love, but it was like too much at that point. Like I was doing way too much. That's all I was doing. So, you know, obviously you get drained, and I'm realizing that now. I was really feeling in my heart that I should just go somewhere by myself. And what I mean by I was feeling this is just, it was like a thought that never left my head. It was always a thought of, man, imagine I went here, or imagine I went there, how cool would that be? Because I've noticed the times that I've been traveling, even with my mom or my brothers or anything like that, that's been like me happiest. That's when I feel so fulfilled. My heart is just like beating out of my chest. I just feel amazing. And I'm like, damn, I want that feeling again. But always my thought was like, I need to go with someone, or I need to make sure someone's protecting me because I'm a girl and I'm smaller, right? I'm not a big man, right? So that was always my thought, but this time was different. I was like, I feel like I need to go by myself. Like, I feel like this is something I need to do. And I need to get that thought out of my head, because with a lot of things, even going to concerts, I'm like, oh, I can't go by myself because I can't protect myself, right? And I think that's not good in general, but also as a Christian, because that also makes me feel like I'm not relying on God to be there for me no matter what, right? So if you have God with you, it doesn't matter where you are or how alone you are. Well, you could be in the middle of nowhere with no service and there's a bear there, but God has control over that bear, or God has control over every situation. So I felt like my mindset at that time was just not great. I felt like I was very reliant on just people in general, like my parents, friends, siblings, and I'm like, I gotta do this on my own. It hit me. I kept feeling this in my heart, and I was praying about it, and I was like, God, I feel like I should go somewhere. Where should I go? And this was like my first time praying this, like actually praying this. And at the end of the prayer, I heard New Zealand. And hear me out. If you pray this prayer and let's say like your bucket list goal is like Switzerland or something, never in my mind have I ever thought about going to New Zealand. Never in my mind. Never been a thought. And I was like, okay, New Zealand, all right, cool. Let me take that with a grain of salt. Let me not just buy a ticket right now and just go crazy. Let me sit on this for a little bit. Let me chill. All right. This whole next week after hearing this, I'm like, yo, New Zealand kind of sounds like kind of fun. Like, this kind of fire. I'm thinking about it, and I'm like, you know what? Let me bring this idea up to my mom. Around that time, I think it was October 18th, I brought it up to my mom. So she was taking me out for my birthday breakfast. Shout out to her. And I was like, you know what? Let me bring this up to my mom. Let me hear her idea on this, because I do care about her opinion too. I brought it up to my mom. I was like, hey mom, I'm thinking of going to New Zealand. As I'm saying this, it just so happened. Okay, hear me out. So we're alone in this breakfast spot. There's one other woman that's there, right? So I'm like, hey mom, thinking about going to New Zealand, blah, blah, you know, it sounds really cool. And she's excited for me and everything. And then this random woman behind me happens to be from New Zealand. She taps me on the shoulder and she goes, "Oh, I'm from New Zealand." I'm sorry, I'm probably doing the accent wrong, but I'm from New Zealand and you should totally go. And I was like, there's no freaking way. There's no freaking way right now. Like, there's no one else in the spot. She's from New Zealand. She's telling me, you gotta go. Like, this is the most amazing place you'll ever go to. It's beautiful, it's safe. She starts giving me all these recommendations on places to go. And I'm like, all right, this is my sign. This is my sign, and I'm taking it as a sign from God. And that's that. So after that moment, I felt so great about going. Like, I felt, you know, when you just have a really good feeling about something, like I felt really, really good about this decision. And it was interesting because it happened so fast, like within the span of like a week and a half or so, maybe a week. And I'm like, oh my gosh, like I'm actually going. And I felt that beating in my heart again, like that love for like to keep going, right? Because a lot of times when you're doing things consistently, you just start getting tired and you're like, why am I doing this all the time? Not to sound crazy, but literally, why am I waking up? Like, why am I doing this all the time? Why am I working? Am I just making money to make money? Am I gonna do anything with this? Like, am I just gonna stay home all day? Do I just go to work, come back? Do I just work out? Like, what's my purpose, right? When I felt that thing, that feeling when I knew I was coming to New Zealand, I was like, oh my gosh, like there's something really exciting coming upon my life right now. And that made me very motivated from that point up until right now. So yeah, that's why I decided New Zealand. Exactly. Man, it's been great here. That lady was right. This place is actually so magical. Like, it's nothing like you've ever seen before. If you've never traveled, New Zealand is the spot. Everyone in their life should do a solo trip at least once in their life. If you are always surrounded by people, or you're always jumping from relationship to relationship and you never have time alone, you're always with friends, you're always with family, you're always with your boyfriend or girlfriend, you're always with someone, it's time to be alone. Especially if like that's just what you're used to. You're just used to always being around people. If you can't stand in a line, a regular line, let's say a line to the grocery store, and you can't not be on your phone, or if you're eating and you have to be on your phone, or if you're just walking and you have to be on your phone, if that's your go-to all the time, then do you really like yourself? Do you like your own company? Like, if you always have to be doing something. My camera overheated. I'm gonna continue what I was just saying. Something I've noticed on this trip is that I myself am guilty of always watching something when I eat. It's like I can't eat if there's not some content in front of me. I have to have something on YouTube at all times. And if I can't find something on YouTube, I'll just start watching reels. I have one hand a fork and another hand watching reels, just scrolling and scrolling. And this is what we're programmed right now at this time to be doing. This is what TikTok wants. This is what Instagram wants. They want us hooked. We don't always have to be doing something. It's okay to not work all the time. There's a time and place for work, and there's a time and place for relaxing. A lot of times we'll be, let's say, laying down. Oh, let me just catch up on my emails. Or we'll be eating. Oh, let me just watch a YouTube video. We'll be walking. Oh, let me just catch up on some text. We'll be in a line. Oh, let me just check Instagram. Let me see if anyone sent me a DM. Something the United States really programmed in our head is that we always have to be doing, and we're always in competition, and we're always trying to get to the next paycheck. We're always trying to catch a bag. We're always trying to do. But we're human beings. It's okay to just be and literally do nothing. It's okay to eat something and not watch anything. It's okay to just be eating and looking at the scenery. You're just literally looking at the scenery. When we're always consumed by TikTok and, let's say, people always around us and everything I've just been saying, let's say we're always consumed, we don't allow ourselves to get new ideas because we're always being consumed by something. So we always have something in front of us. But when you just let your mind be quiet for a second, when you just aren't on your phone, you aren't being consumed by all these things, people, phones, whatever, TV, you start to notice that you start getting some new ideas. The most creativity comes out of us when we're bored, right? Think about when you were a kid. You didn't have a phone, you didn't have an iPad, you didn't have any video games to consume you, right? When you're bored with your friends, what did you do? That's when you started getting ideas of, Oh, hey, let's go outside and play manhunt. Let's go build a fort outside. Let's draw. Let's make something out of whatever you used to do as a kid. Just think about that for a second. And think about now. Whenever you're off your phone, you feel so drained. You feel like, oh, I'm tired. And when you're tired, what do you want to do? You want to go right back on your phone. Like, what made you tired? You're just doing it more. It's such a dumb cycle that we're all in and we're all guilty of. I'm guilty of it. I'm sure you're guilty of it too. From this video, I want you to catch yourself. Catch yourself doing these things. Go eat at a restaurant by yourself. I know this sounds scary for some of you guys. Go eat at a restaurant by yourself and just eat, have no phone in front of you. Or yeah, let's start with that. Let's just start with eating. You could go out to a restaurant or you could get takeout and stay at home, make it real interesting and have nothing in front of you and watch where your thoughts go. You might have a lot of creativity pop in. You might have a lot of bad thoughts come in, which that should be a sign that you got to deal with that. Therapy, yo, therapy. See where your mind goes, and that'll tell you a lot about yourself. Like, a lot of us don't even know ourselves, but just doing that alone will help you understand yourself and where your mind is really at. I feel like I could keep going, but on that note, it's actually hours later right now. It is it is 8:30. Right after my camera overheated, I started driving, and then I drove for like 4 hours, and I just got food. I had the most amazing burger. The most amazing. I had to tell that guy. I was like, yo, your burger was freaking amazing. I told him. He was happy. That made me happy. You know what's so funny is that I was driving thinking about how I didn't finish this video. I'm like, nah, I gotta finish this. Like, nothing's stopping me from filming this video. Like, I gotta film this video. I was thinking in my head, I'm like, I want to stop somewhere really nice and film this. And in my head, I just kept thinking there's gonna be a really good place. And recently, I've just been stopping on the side of the road. Like, usually there's the road, right? And then there's like something all the way over here, like a little gravel road, and I was like, oh, I'll just stop there. But something in my mind was like, no, there's gonna be a really nice view popping up. And look where I stopped. I'm not even gonna cut the video. I'm not even gonna cut the video. Hold on. Let me fix this. Look where I just stopped. Do you guys see this right now? Look at this view. This is like, I'm gonna get out right now and go take some more videos and stare for a second. On that note of me yapping away, I hope you all take what I just said into consideration. Eat without having anything in front of you, or even just catch yourself when you're alone, walking alone, or let's say you're in a line. See what you do, see what your first thoughts are. And based on that, you already know what you have to change. I don't gotta tell you that. You already know that. So, I think I'm gonna end the video here. It's 8 o'clock. I'm gonna enjoy this view. Maybe I'll add some B-roll at the end of this. And then I'm gonna drive 32 more minutes to my hotel.